உங்கள் டீம் இங்கே இல்லையே இருக்கா? இல்லை சொல்லுங்க. என்ன நீங்கள் சார்?
Welcome everybody to the second game for the women's intra-regionals happening in Minneapolis between North Carolina team and Minnesota. NC team has won the toss. They've chosen to field. So the Minnesota team has been put into bat for fifth consecutive time in a row.
Session explained. Somebody logged in.
We have Afia Kazi bowling the first over. She's the captain of the NC team, and we have Pooja Ganesh facing.
Guys, I have to wait.
Wait. Afia, who on strike?
Wait.
So is she here?
Scorers are getting ready, so there's a little bit
Scorers,
delay in start
hold a
of the
second.
game.
Scorers are getting ready. It's a little issue with the app there.
Locker using which login you're using? Different, right? Not the one of stream.
I think it was working yesterday.
Oh my God! I have to select from the beginning. Kalai.
I can help you.
Yeah.
Give me that.
This is again selected everything. Somebody logged in.
Oh, they don't have that yet?
Yeah, Kalai.
Here.
Oh,
Here.
from yesterday or today?
In this game.
Okay. So date.
Vanilla still didn't show up. We need to add her.
Vanilla?
Didn't show up, so we need to add her again. Like yesterday. You remember we
It
added.
should be available from yesterday, no?
Yeah, I don't know why. It is not showing up in the
Okay.
pick of players.
Yeah, then we'll do that. What happened? Afia, Chinmay, Neha, Palak, Palak Chauhan.
Work is not here for some reason.
Palak will have a number before, so.
Oh yeah, this
It's right here.
This is T20, right? Yeah. I'm Elisa, Monisha, Advika,
Okay.
Nikhar or Nikki, Nikhar Doshi, Tanisha, Halima, Vanilla. You don't see her.
So you had
Select
a, you got
Stravia.
a bit slow. Scroll up.
Or you add her
Yeah,
because
Shravya
Stravia is like
and
the
then who else?
sub.
Then
Vanilla. You need to
we'll
add
add
her.
later. Okay. We'll start the game. Then we'll add later.
No, you cannot.
You can add after start the game.
Actually add her, no? क्योंकि वो list
It
में आ
is
जाता
easy.
है.
Scroll up. Yeah,
Right now,
add new
okay.
player. And then put Vennela.
VENNELA PENDEM EM.
And then
Yep, that's it. Select her and select the captain Afia Kazi.
You got to select captain. Yes, Afia.
oh, this is required to.
Select
Yeah.
captain. Afia.
Afia. And I need to select Vanilla too, right?
I did. She already in. Once you add,
Don't you see 11? It's 12.
when it's already. So we will see.
Yeah.
Great match. Okay. Restart.
Umpire!
NC Racers bowling. Save.
Batters, Pooja on strike.
So while we are setting up the scorecard,
is right.
there was a small wait.
yeah.
The game is about to start now. It's just the camera.
Excuse me.
Karthik. Oh, that yesterday. Yeah, that is another Karthik. Yeah, I'm Karthik.
All right, I think we're all set. First ball was nicely. a full length ball on the legs, and Puja defended it. Again, a very good morning to everybody who's watching this game. It's the second game of the Minnesota leg of the Southeast region for the women's tournament. Another good delivery from Afia, defended by Puja again. Both the balls perfectly on the middle and off. The pitch is slightly different than what we may have seen in other places. It's a little bit more. So yesterday they had played one game, so everybody is now used to it. Hopefully today will be a more competitive game. Yesterday was a T20 game that Kerala batted first. They scored only 149, I believe, and then they chased it down in about 23 some overs. So not a great contest, but it's a new day, a new game, and today hopefully we'll see a better competition. So there's 2 runs scored by Puja on the left side. The ball was going on the left side and she flicked it away, and then there's no fielder on that area. The fielder from the deep leg ran all the way across, and that gave the batters a chance to score 2 runs. Another ball on that leg delivery. This time only 1 run. Didn't make as clean contact as the first time. And the fielder in the short mid-on area picked it up. Ritu Singh comes to strike. It was full on the leg. The ball spraying on the leg side. Umpire's not interested. It's a good delivery first up. Put it on the batter right away. And that nice delivery, very nice delivery. Full on the middle and carefully defended by Ritu Singh. This is the end of a beautiful over. 3 runs, no extras. And both the batters are taking it carefully. I think we have Neha who's going to bowl second over. Neha is from Atlanta, just from Atlanta playing this game. We have Advika. Of all the players from NC1 and NC2 teams. NC and NC. Neha. Scorer, now sit here because you are the batter. We start off with a wide. I was talking to Neha's coach the other day, and she started playing cricket only a few months back. And made great progress. The fact that I handed her the new ball should tell you that how much she has improved. A person who just started playing cricket less than 6 months ago is doing bowling in the Intraregionals. It's a huge accomplishment in itself. On the leg side and just flicked it, scored a comfortable single. With that, Minnesota are now 4 for no loss in the second over. The fielding is back on the offside. They have 6 players on the offside, 3 on the leg side. So they're counting the ball to be beautiful delivery. There was awesome ball, just to that extra bounce, and Neetu did not anticipate the ball to bounce so much. She pretty much struggled to play that one. Of talking on the field, I think all the players will put both the batters here. These two are the experienced batters, and then it just the end opens up. These two batters will need to stay for half of the inning. They need at least 150 runs from what I've seen yesterday to be able to defend this game. Anything below 150 will be difficult for Minnesota to defend. And it was not properly connected. The ball bounced more than anticipated, as you can see, and then she made a top edge that went behind the keeper for a single. This first run for Ritu. Minnesota is 6 for no loss. Again, this pitch is slightly different than what the players have played on in past, so it's an adjustment. The ball doesn't come on bad as easily as you think. That could have been dangerous. Again, this ball bounced a lot. Pooja didn't accept the bounce much, and she tried to push it down, but just took the top edge and fell between the stump. This could have been very dangerous. I think both batsmen not to throw away wicket here, especially with the odd bounce. So they're trying to get settled in. They know that if they are there, the runs will come. But the pitch is kind of tricky pitch. It's got a very heavy bounce because of the flexible. It's got a spongy kind of pitch. I don't know how to explain it, but it just has that extra bounce, super extra bounce actually. Even the bowler can bounce the ball over the batter's head. So a quiet start so far. Minnesota has 6 runs in 2 overs. Of no wickets. These both batters are capable of accelerating at any point, so I don't think they'll be bogged by the runs on the board. The last ball was a wide, full toss wide on the leg side. The batter missed on it. If she has kindly to gone for a 6, but they were able to gather an extra run on that. Oh my God! That was put down by the fielder in the points area. The ball carried to the 30 yards. The catch was not like in the hands. The fielder had to move a little bit, but she got both the hands to it and spilled it. So that's a chance for Minnesota team. Again, the NC team has put the pressure on both the batters right since the beginning. They both are playing very carefully, and they have taken advantage by pulling good line of length and keeping the ball in the right areas. Another nice delivery. At some point, the batters will take on both our senior players in the team. It just time when if they stay for 10 overs, you can expect at least 100 runs on board. But they have to survive this initial scale. She has been bowling really well so far. She has kept 2 wickets. It's a couple that went on leg side. Again, that could have been interesting. That could have been interesting if the fielder fielded clearly, but he made an overthrow, giving an extra run. There was good delivery by Afia, but the lack of clean throw allowed the batters to score 2 of that. So with that, Minnesota has reached 13 runs, 3 overs. Again, it's a slow start. It's the slowest start they've had so far. There are at least 3 out of 4 players so far. They got 50 runs in like 6 overs. So, but as I said, I think the both batters are slow this game. They just want to give themselves time to understand the pitch, understand the bounce. It's a different kind of wicket, and just let themselves get in before they start hitting. So Neha comes in to bowl her second over. She has a good first over. She only gave 3 runs in that first over. Oh, the bounce! Look at that bounce. And that's what is the main thing about pitches. Some of the balls take, most of the balls take a good bounce, but some of them stay low. So you really kind of play the ball a little late. Give yourself extra time to see the ball and see where it's going. India has been surprised 3 times so far already by the bounce of the ball. That's wide. And the batter just lets it go. It was a bigger wide this time on the leg side, and batter doesn't fiddle with it, just lets it go to the keeper. Any other day, this batter would have chased it and took 4 of it, but today I said they're being careful, they're just being watchful today. There's a deep square leg fielder, but there's nobody other than that deep square leg, so once you beat that fielder, pretty much have a 4 on that shot. As much. There could be another reason why the batters are not taking necessary. That's from Neha. That's another wide on the grass. There could be no ball. Wait for the umpire signal. Umpire calls it wide. So 3 consecutive wides, 2 on the leg side, 1 on the offside. The bowler is struggling to maintain the line. that should take some pressure off the batters. They have not scored as fluently as they've done in past, but these extras in the beginning can take the pressure off them. I think Afia bowled beautifully the first 2 overs. She was very tight, wicket to wicket. But Neha has been bowling well. She's bowled well in last tournament, in last set of games that we had in Atlanta. So she's experienced. She will come back. And sometimes when there are a bunch of wides, the batter just gets distracted, and then one ball suddenly comes in, and then you make a mistake. So we've seen that in past happening, that bowler losing the focus because of the number of wides that are coming. That was very comfortably taken by both the batters. Both the batters seem to have good communications too. They've been called cleanly, and there's no hesitation in running between the wicket. Long off goes back for the again. It took that odd ball. It takes the area that last over same thing happened in the area and just bounce. And this one same delivery. Batters have to be careful. Wait for them to take them away. You have to just give themselves a little more time. Keep scoring that once and lose, and they'll get the balls that they can put it away. I think she got tempted. This one was wide, close to the wide line. She tried quite away, but made no contact on that one. That was good delivery of the wide with a couple of really good deliveries. There was a full toss. I think the batsman wanted to put it on the ground, and they just got a single off of that. So they have 20 runs in 4 overs. Score has taken along this over. They got 4 runs off the extras and 3 off the bat. So 7 runs. Not a bad over. The run is quite 5 runs an over. With 4 overs done. After comes back to bowl her third consecutive over. So I think she finishes off while the senior batters are there. We have 2 more overs left in the batting power play. Just nice sleep punch straight. Again, the thick grass holds the ball back. Should have come to a boundary otherwise. This was good. This was the first shot hit with intent, and it stops right before the boundary, where the long off fielder runs around and comes up. The fielder comes in for Pooja. They only have 1 deep fielder right now on the deep square leg. maintained very aggressive so far. Again, good running between the wicket. Very good communication. The ball went straight to the fielder, but both the batters, they both committed to the run very early, and they were able to comfortably make the wicket. So that's very good cricket so far. 2 singles of 2 balls so far in this. Afia has been bowling really well. She's not giving any room to the batters, and most of delivery have been on the money. It was punched away. It might not go for boundary against the grass. It's super duper thick, but they did get 2 runs for that. The ball stops right before the boundary. So batsmen are just starting to open up now. Last 3 shots in this have been different. They only got 2 singles and 1 double of that, but all the shots look very clean and very good. So that Minnesota is now 23 for no loss. That could have been a single had they taken on, because all the fielders were actually on 30 and the ball just around 15 yards. So this could be a single if the both batters started off early, but bowler just scores, picks up, and no runs scored on that one. That was again good call by Pooja Ganesh, and they comfortably take a single. It's no ball again. Now it's free hit for Pooja Ganesh. I believe no step. It's a no ball for overstepping. So oh, sorry. So no ball was her back leg hit the stumps, and the stumps got knocked down. I didn't realize that. So yes, I think they should allow Pooja to go for a free hit, and maybe score a boundary for the team. This run off the ball, that's why they are allowing a fielding change. Put the fielder on the cover to deep extra cover. That's a strong area for Pooja. And you can expect that full delivery outside off. Actually, no, she pulls it right on the legs. And Joe, I think, was committed to play on the offside, so just drags it off from the leg on the offside and they scored another single off of it. Good over for Minnesota. I think one more ball. I think umpire miscounted. The score is saying there's 1 ball left, but both the umpires have decided it's an over. So I'm not sure what score is going to do with that 1 ball. Probably just put a dot on one of the batters' account. The score they're saying is 25.
They didn't score the no ball and the one the no ball.
So that doesn't sound, because there's 2 singles, 2 doubles, no ball plus 1. Anyway, we'll just go with whatever the scorer says. The first delivery by Neha, she continues, was flicked in the gully area. There was miss. The bat scored single off of that ball. that score moved to 27. So the scorer is telling me that score is 25, but it was 26 because right now it says 27. So right now it's 2.228. So it's 28 runs.
Yeah, I don't know why they scored. They missed something. They missed one of them single. Or this are single or the no ball.
All right. So Neha is in her third over. That was nicely punched away by Pooja. Again, the grass is thick. On better ground, there have been 4 runs. But here, both the batters comfortably run 2. Again, one good thing about this girls' tournament is that they are playing in different places, different ground conditions. There's matting wickets, there's natural turf, there's artificial turf, there's spongy pitches, there's thick grass, there's all kind of stuff. I think all this experience for these girls should help them become better players long term. That should be a wide yes. Except for the wides, I think Neha has bowled beautifully. Hasn't given much chance to the batters to fit their arms. I think she'll listen up, so she's going to bowl their ball. Minnesota right now is 31 for no loss. 5.2 overs. 5.3 overs. Not the brightest starts, but still there. They can quickly change. Right now it's 5 runs an over. They need, I would say, at least 150. The past few games that I've seen between these players, and the fact that they don't have much depth in their bowling. They bowl 65 extras in 23 some overs, so they would need 150 plus at least to be able to put together a fight. It's another wide by Neha. Fielding with this wide yesterday, she chased one of that and the ball took a top edge and he got caught deep leg area. The fielder was guarding there for same catch again today. Today she is not getting tempted by those balls. She's taking all the balls and taking those free wides. And she goes straight over the bowler's head. This again, the ball stops right before the boundary. They on any other ground, this would be a 4-run. It's morning, so it's making the ball not carry. I think after about 2 hours when the sun is fully, I have seen ball travel here much better. Right now, there's significant inside, and the ground shots will just not go. But I would expect in the second game, which is gonna be at 2 o'clock. That you can see the ball traveling much better. The sun does gets quite hot here. Another wide ball by Neha. She has struggled with line a little bit. Length has been great, but I think her line has been slightly off. She's bowled extra side, a couple of them on offside, and at least 5 of them on the leg side. Only her over. Finally, she has one ball on leg side. She's been leaving all that balls until this one. There's fielder there. It barely went over her hands. I think she's waited long enough to not hit those deliveries. boundaries. So that's first boundary for Minnesota team. With that, the score is 42 in 6 overs. Now has jumped from 5 to 7 in this over. So they are slowly picking up the 6 overs. 42. I would say they would take the batting power play. Only one boundary scored in the entire batting power play, and that was last delivery of 6th over. With that, you can see that the bowling has been really good, and the ground has been a little bit wet because of dew. So a combination of good and difficult outfield. But Minnesota have not lost any wicket so far. Players are taking a quick drink break. An efficient break, I would say. Shavia comes to bowl her first over. She's one of the most experienced players in the Minnesota team. I think, apart from Afia, she's the only one who's been playing cricket for 7+ years. She's been the best bowler of tournament many times in past. First ball was slightly on the leg side and flicked it to score a single. With that, the Minnesota score has reached 43 runs in 6.1 overs. That should get them 2 runs. No, again the ball before the boundary and Miller was quick to get there, so they both decided to go for risky second run. They settled for single and that score moved to 4. Shavia is in her first over. Dabbed in the gully area. Nice, very nice delivery by Shavia and runs off of that. Not get too many wides, too many bad balls from her, so you'll have to score off of Shavia's bowling if you want to make some runs.
While you're sitting here, that camera locks off at about every 15 minutes or 30 minutes. Oh, sorry. Can you just touch the record button? Make sure the light comes on.
That's a single. It was driven to the long, to the mid-on fielder, and both batters make a quick decision for a single and they make it very comfortably.
The whole thing will go off.
So there's good overs so far. Only 3 runs of 4 balls that Shavia has
Every
bowled.
few minutes, just go up and touch it, even if it's still playing. Extend the time. I can't get the timer off for some reason.
And Ricky launches that for a quick 6. So it's about 15 yards outside the boundary. She's been fairly in this game. With that, Minnesota get to 50 runs.
It's 50.
Yeah.
50, 50, 50.
51 for no loss in 6.5 overs. Fielders go back. Now they have a deep fielder on the long on, deep on the long off, deep on the cow corner, and deep in the covers. What Ritu in turn noticed was that they don't have anybody in the square leg, which is the area that she likes the most. But I think she still thinks there's fielder there from the first 6 overs. So she didn't go for that shot, which she would have if she knew there's no fielder in the leg side, the deep leg side. So that's a single for her. With that, 52 runs in 7 overs. Run rate has slowly climbed to 8, not 8, sorry, to 7.5, which is pretty good because it started with 3 runs on the first 2, then it went to 5, then it went to 6, then to 7, and now there's 7.5. So the run rate is slowly climbing up, and both the batters have played very smartly today, not taken any risks. I think they know that they need to stay there and score on the bad balls and single doubles on the good balls. If they stay there for they would be able to help their team to get to a respectable score. Chinmay Katti who came, that ball went super high. It made fielders. The ball went very high. She didn't get the ball. I think the bat turn, whatever happened, it was powerfully struck, but it just went very high. And lucky for her, it went in. Again, very good in the gully area. The ball goes straight to the fielder, but both batters have measured the time they need to take that run, and they comfortably make it. There is no hesitation between the players. Once one of them makes a call, other person responds immediately. That's kind of running wicket we need. And this game so far, I think all the calls have been extremely well. There was no yes, no. It was always once there's a yes, they made it. They made a run off it. So that was another huge 6. I would say 15 yards outside the boundary. So Ritu is making up for the quiet overs that in the first 6 overs. Third 6 for her. With that, Minnesota reached 60 runs. So 2 singles and a 6 so far in the over. This time she goes on the offside, and it's a 4 runs. She's given herself time in this game. She played the first overs very quietly, but now she's taking on the ball. 64 runs. Partnerships so far. They both played very sensibly first overs, and now Ritu has taken to the power hitting. And again, this may be a 6. Maybe 6 in the extra court area. Umpire is running to check, but it looked like a 6 from here over the covers.
No. I cannot get one over there. He's on Cricket Club.
He's a yeah, he's broadcasting.
Umpire called 4, maybe just pitched on the line. So it looked pretty close to 6 from here, but it may have so close to line. Umpire decides to just go to 4. It's a good shot anyway. Now they have stationed another fielder in that deep extra cover region. They should get 2 for this one. Now they decide not to. They're not expecting the ball bounce more than you expect. More than you expect. She was ready for the shot, but it took a top edge and over the keeper, and they were able to get a single off of that. So 69 runs in 8 overs. So the run rate has now gone of 8. It's been climbing up since fourth over. First overs were super right for Minnesota, but after 4 overs, it has just kept climbing up and up. Both the batters are playing very sensibly. Ritu is one who's taking the risk now. She's taken the hitting route. And she's giving the right back to her. And I think the plan is as long as she's hitting, back is gone, then Pooja might take charge. So that's a good strategy. We have 12 more overs to go, so to come. Very sensible batting. There was nice delivery by Shravya. It was full on middle and off. No room for the batter to get under the ball, and it took quietly and wait for the next delivery to come. The deep fielders are basically in the extra cover region. And this time she goes out the ground. And again, the grass is too thick, so the ball just in front of the extra cover fielder. They were able to score a single for that. Fielders walk in a little bit. I think they understand the plan. They're trying not to give Pooja a single. Oh, that ball falls just in front of the fielder, and they were able to score, which they did not want her to have. They brought the fielders in just for that, but she hit that shot perfectly. They both the batters very comfortably scored a single off of that one. So it's 71 runs in 1 point. In 8.2 overs. 2 singles so far from Shra's over. And that beautiful delivery. This could have been a single again. I think both don't take, and which is the right thing to do. They're able to score off the bad ball. So a few dot balls and there won't hurt them. Strongly punched run fielders there on the long off. It cuts it down. Strongly punched. Feeling good. You can feel the pressure of the North Carolina team for the first time. Yeah. Yesterday they were sailing through comfortably, but these two batters have now got that start that is putting pressure on the fielders. A very unusual wide from Shravya.
Take your time.
These two batters have to focus. They have to give as much time as they can. On this pitch. There's another wide. That is really back to wide from Shravya. I think she's trying too hard. She's trying for something different that she doesn't normally do, and that's what might be causing her. She ball wide on the side, then overcompensated to adjust and wide on the leg side. So this one She might have to just the two and just go in the middle of whatever she did in the last two, and that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. It was a full toss delivery, struck firmly by Pooja Ganesh, but long on fielder who runs around and covers it. So only one run, not a bad over. With the two wides that they got 6 runs of the over. So not the best over for Minnesota, but not a bad one either. I think a few quiet overs, 5-6 runs, and few big overs of 10-15 runs is what they need to consistently happen.
Shot. One ball shot. Only 5 balls go. Okay. Next time. Okay. Yeah.
I think so. We have a new bowler. I think it's Alisa. She opened the bowling. Yes, she opened the bowling yesterday. Yeah, she's on the front line bowlers for North Carolina team. They have a lot of bowling options, so I don't think they'll be worried. Yesterday they used like 9 bowlers, I think, if not 10. So they have quite a few options in bowling, and everybody bowls nice line and length. That was a risky one. It was the first yes no. I think she missed the ball. The ball didn't go much further than her. Again, the grass stopped it. If there was other ground, it would have gone bowling and they've got a single. But here, anticipating how far the ball will go after the grass is the key. You can easily misinterpret, and again, same kind of shot. This time, very firmly hit. So the ball goes past the fielder, and the fielder in the long area had to run around and cover it, but able to scramble the single. You had to put in a dive for that one. So 2 dives into both balls stuck in the same area. Alisa has bowled well yesterday and placed until this ball, which was a huge wide on the offside. Again, I think she's trying not to bowl anything Ritu's arc because she's going to take it on. So they're just trying to keep the ball away from her strike zone. And she goes straight over the mid-on fielder's head. I think they get a boundary. Yes, the ball does travel this time. The ground is drying. It is getting better. As you can see, the ball is a little more than it traveled in the first few overs. And I think after another half an hour or so, the ball will travel even better. The grass is not only thick, it's wet, and that's what makes it a little difficult. And the ball also has gone heavy actually because of not drying. Difficult to bat first in this field condition. Ritu punches that strongly between the two, and that's 50 for Ritu Singh. She scored 50 of 84 balls, 3 6, maybe 4 4s or something like that. But a good batting, a really good batting. 85 runs on that was leg. She couldn't get hold of it the way she should have wanted it. It was definitely going for a 6, but it's hit the lower part of her bat just for. So there should be a drinks break after this. Is 10th over in progress. was struck firmly straight to the fielder, so no runs off of that. With that, Minnesota are 86 at the end of 10 overs. They have. This is the first time their opening pair has lasted 10 overs. So, if they bat another 10 together, you can expect the score to go to 200. Both batters are now set, and the ground conditions also getting. But I think if even if they get like 70 more runs in the next 10, they would give themselves a good chance. Beautiful delivery first up. Just powerfully should have been 2 runs on any other ground, but here the ball just stops and the fielder from long off would run cover it. Shravya has started off really full on the legs, blocked by Ritu. Second one she punched it, but only scored 1 run on that. A good over so far, and a nice delivery, very nice delivery, punched over the stumps. It missed the stump by, I would say, 6 inches or so, and the batters took a single. Score for Shravya. She went for a big heave, completely missed the line of the ball. She lost her shape a little bit too on that one, and was lucky that it didn't take an edge. So the break has slightly kind of put the batters off their focus. It was a good delivery again. It was full in the block hole, and Ritu passed it for a single. So very good over so far. She rolled 2 3 singles, and that's last ball of delivery coming up. Only 3 overs so far. The whole team. Oh man, that just over bowler's hand. He jumped at 6 inches high. I should have got it. Again, ball struck very straight, and the batter scores a single off of that. So 4 runs off the over. They had met with the coach during the drinks break. The whole team actually left the ground. They went outside where the coach is sitting, and there was deep conversation, and I'm sure some important words of wisdom has been shared. All of a sudden the team is looking really focused on Shah. It was very beautiful from Shah, only 4 runs off of it. So with that, 11 overs 90. And Eliza comes to bowl her second over. In the but she's very experienced bowler, frontline bowler for the North Carolina team. Nicely struck by Pooja. This may not go for boundary because of the grass, but on any ground, this shot should have been gone for a comfortable boundary. On the left side, it was close to the batter, very close to the body, maybe about 6 inches towards stump. Could have been a legal delivery. In last few overs, the batters have put pressure on the bowling side. Like this is going to punch again in this area. They may only get 2. And a shot that should have maybe gone for 4 or 6. Now the fielder has gone back to the area where Pooja hit the last two shots. So this time she hit this in that area, she may only get a single because they have stationed a fielder right in that area where she hit the last couple of shots. Nicely bowled. to the fielder, a dot ball. So 2 doubles and 1 wide and a dot. 5 runs in the over so far from 3 deliveries. Oh, that was an edge. That was an edge. That should have been taken, and that could have opened the door for North Carolina team. Both these batters are very experienced. They will not give you as many opportunities now that both are right. So when they give you one, you got to take it. This was one. Keeper reacted a little bit late, and sorry, and the field in the deep gully area pick up the ball. The deep gully fielder actually go a little bit, and the ball is not traveling as the grass. That has been totally the fielder in the deep extra area, and Ritu goes out trying to hit on the boundary. I think he's just lost patience waiting on the other end. In this game, she scored 55 runs in 39 balls.
Fielder name?
With the loss of that wicket, the first breakthrough for Devashani Gurami, who comes to with Pooja. That was a risky shot. I mean, there was fielders in a deep extra cover on the boundary, and she hits right into that fielder's hand. I think, considering how long they batted, they should have been more smarter about putting the gap in the field. As Pooja is doing, she's perfectly bisecting the field. She may not be hitting big shots, but she's scoring those ones and twos on a regular basis. I think Ritu should have just waited for this ball. She was hitting, just trying the ball very quickly, and there was no reason for hitting that ball straight to the fielder. She just waited for ones that she could put in. With that, Minnesota are now 96 for 1. 12th over in progress. This is overs to go after this, and again should be able to they should be able to get to 150 from this point. But how far they will go, we'll see.
Oh no, come on, Shani, should have played at that.
The ball just popped up straight and then the batting is easy. I mean, you need someone to get settled. So the new batters would need a few balls just to get in rhythm, and I think that's what North Carolina would do. They would try to keep the new batter on the strike and try to get as many balls out of the way. This way they can keep the scoring down. And Pooja Ganesh could lose her focus if she strike. So
Halima Vicar. Halima. Yeah.
Halima Vikar comes to bowl her first over. Pooja Ganesh is on strike. Nice delivery. First up on the wickets. Ball bouncing up to Pooja's head, and she's blocking it again, any other ground, this ball would be like on your knees. But here, you have to adapt yourself to the condition. The ball has got the extra bounce, so either you go to pitch out the ball, or it's gonna come out. Nicely punched up by Pooja. She'll only get one run. Now what Ashani has to do is take a single and give strike back to Pooja, because she's the senior batter. She's set. She has to face as many balls as they can, and the field immediately moves in. Pretty much everybody has come within 25 yards. They don't want her to have a single. The strategy that NC would adopt is keep Pooja off strike as much as they can and frustrate her. We'll know in the next couple of overs if that works out. It's nicely ball put away, and they're able to get strike immediately. And that's what Minnesota needs. They need to keep taking those singles. Then keep taking those singles every ball, and even if they get they score 6 off the bat every over, they'll get close to 140 and 150. There are few batters in the team who can come back and hit the ball hard, get some boundaries for the team. The scorecard has to keep taking those singles, have to keep coming. The dots would kill the momentum that the team has so far. As you can see, now Pooja is taking a little more risk. She's striking the ball a little more harder than she was doing, and that's right. The batter, she has to take charge of scoring. She just has to get more and more strike. Again, the field has come. Another ball on the leg side. This should get her to. The fielding plan has been great, but the bowler has bowled exactly opposite of the field. The last two deliveries were on the leg strong area for Aishani, and 7 fielders on the offside, 2 on the leg side. When you bowl at that point on the leg side, you're just contradicting your own field. So now she has changed the guard. She's bowling left arm, I think. Now she's bowling right arm over the stumps, and she goes on the leg side. So she has struggled with her line. Her fielding is completely on the offside, and she has bowled last 4 deliveries on the leg side. I think they're experimenting their bowling a little bit now. And Minnesota has strong pool of bowlers. There are a couple of good bowlers I know that who have not been bowled yet. Now she overcompensates on this one, and it's a being a wide outside off. So extras coming in now. Once again, they should be able to get 2 off of this. The ball was on the middle and leg, and Aishani very comfortably punched it and scored 2 off of that. So that's very smart batting by Aishani. The fielding is fully on the offside, and she's moving around and hitting the ball in the leg in the open region. So that's very smart batting. With that, end of 12 overs, the scores are 105 for 1. A good over so far. They scored 9 runs.
They didn't clap for the 100.
You know score.
Hey, 100 up, guys. 100, you guys can clap for 100. Stay true to the score. Stay true to the
score. Overs to go. Eliza comes to bowl her second over. I think third over. She has 19 of the first two. She picked up the important wicket of Ritu Singh in the last over that she bowled, caught by Afia Kajias at deep extra cover. Nicely bowled. This could have been a single. Um, the batters are not together, and the communication wasn't there. I think Pooja wanted a single, but Ashani was not interested. I think similar shot in last over when Ritu and Pooja were batting, they were able to quickly score those singles, and that would pressure on Pooja because now she has to hit a bigger shot to get a single that she could easily got earlier. This is nicely put in the gap. Two fielders very smartly. She scores a single. Gets off strike. We have Ashani who comes to strike now. Alice better length. She's also bowled 2 overs already, so she's set in her ball. The fielding is again dominated on the offside. So yes, I think she would keep the ball offside and not let Ashani strike it on the. Minnesota have a few strong hitters in the team. They have Chantel who can hit. There are a couple more which I've seen that who can strike boundaries easily. So they have batting to. They just have to keep the scorecard moving. It's nicely punched on the offside. That's a good single. Also good or two singles. Good over so far for North Carolina team. Strongly struck again due to the thick grass, didn't travel to boundary, but they only get 2 runs. But this was nicely put away. There's a deep square leg fielder, but this was about 20 yards away from her. On a better outfield, this should have raced to boundary even before she blinked. But here it's just 2 runs as the ball stopped about 10 yards inside the boundary. Still, so far, very good over from Liza. Only 4 runs given so far, no extras, and the one dot. So a good over, only 4 runs off it.
Yeah,
She bowled 3 dot balls, and dot balls is something which Minnesota cannot afford at this point of the game. They have to score singles every ball. They have to keep those singles coming and hit the odd boundaries. Since they don't have power hitters now in the crease. Charles is bringing the shade. Like, put it here. Bring it here. Bring in the shade because it'll get turned off at some point. You can put right in front of this.
Has a time on the
Let's see. I think it's Halima Victor comes to bowl second over.
Halima.
get this wide. Touch something.
No, I go over the stump.
Oh, went over the stump. Okay.
That ball was on the leg side, right over the stump. Should have been put away. There's no fielder there. I think the batter missed the opportunity and a dot ball. Tossed up, should be to
Okay.
I think Pooja wants to like run. Scores 9 for 1. Pooja steps out away over the is down about 10 yards inside the extra cover, and he get
Feels better. Need some better feels. It's a tight grass too. This grass is just heavy. The clump beat.
2 runs. You get only 1.
Good feel. Just grass. Nice clump. Toss and that sweet flag.
that was a nice delivery, very nice delivery. Shani, that was good. The fielder was not charging up ball, and they were able to quickly steal a single before the fielder. It matters at this point. Stuck in the single. That's very smart batting by both batters. They're taking single and then doubles. I think they should target for 8 runs per over in the last 6 overs. Instead of 9 wickets in one of them have to take charge, one of them have to start in the big shot, and the other person can rotate. You have to go with the strategy. Again, another quiet over. Only 5 runs off 100. They're trying a new bowling option. I would show the name as soon as I know what it is. The Dahlia.
Monisha.
So Monish.
Bowler Alia, right? Monisha.
Bowler is Monisha. The first over. Ball was short and off.
Monisha.
And stayed for a single. Nicely punched by Pooja, and it was the midfield at the extra cover helps the ball race to the boundary. 2 fielders, she got to the ball, and I think the ball took an odd turn on her or something, but she's not able to hold off it and hold the boundary. So first boundary for Pooja Ganesh. Nicely in the gully area for a single. So a good over so far. They have 2 singles and a boundary. So 6 runs of the first 3 balls of the over. toss. Another single for Ashani. Ashani has moved to 15 runs now. Balls. 15 runs of 13 balls actually. And Pooja Ganesh has quietly moved to 34 of 42 deliveries. This should go for 4. No, the ball stops about 5 yards within the boundary. They get a double. Fielding placement is a little bit hard to understand. The bowler is bowling short and slow, and they have 5 offs, which won't be the area the batter will be taking. They'll be going on the leg side pretty much most of the shots, but still the fielding has stayed to be on the side. But here, look at the bowling. They could get a fielder to put it on the side because that's where scoring has been happening. But the captain and the coach, no discussion about changing field. I think, especially when you have your inexperienced bowlers, you might want to give a little more protection on the leg side. Advika comes to bowl her first over. She's from Atlanta, very senior bowler, currently in many tournaments. So last 4 overs. In the game. Punch by Shani should be at least 2 runs. At least 2 runs off that. They comfortably get to. So it was a good, very by Shani.
Advika.
Alright, that's another single for Shani.
Tampla.
Leave the batter, otherwise it would be in a wide. Right intent, go on the leg side. But he didn't take the bat, so just took the pads and keep to collect it too. So that could be a wide, yes. To the could have umpire decides to give it other. was on the leg side, and it was a dot. It was now nicely struck the bowler's head. She only get from the long on and cover anything with the ball, which would so Minnesota has moved 129 in 0.4. Adhika bowling really well. Oh, that's wide. Second wide of the over. Adhika started playing cricket only a few years back, maybe 2 to 3 years back. But she does she puts a lot of hard work in Atlanta. She trains about 5 hours a day. So, and I have seen her through tournaments. She has shown a lot of improvements in all departments. She's getting some good coaching in Atlanta. And she also plays a lot of tournaments. I think I've seen her traveling and playing a lot of games. And the confidence and skill level is growing. Look at that delivery. That was beautiful delivery. Very nicely bowled. The batter, even though his batter was set, it took time for batter just to understand what the ball was, and very good delivery in the end. So she has, I can tell you her run up, her bowling action, the pace, everything has gone up in last. That falls right in front of the fielder. And don't know what happened. The ball hasn't been picked up by fielder so far, but both the batters still did not take a run. This was clearly a run. The fielder misfielded the ball. The ball rolled past her. Other fielder ran from point area to pick it up, and I think Pooja Ganesh wanted to keep the strike. She just want to keep as much strike as she can, so she can strike those balls. Because last 3-4 balls, other than those few wides, Adhika bowled really well. Her ball had good pace, good liner length, and you can say there were just 4 balls. So 3 balls in over that went straight into the keeper's gloves. To me, anything that you beat the batter and you get keeper glove is a very good ball. So 7 runs off the over. Minnesota have scored 131. Last 3 overs to go. And they tap and take a single. They should get 2 off of that 1 overthrow. Could have been another run right there. This time batters were not interested. The runner was looking elsewhere. Otherwise, there could be another overthrow. So with that, 2 runs for Pooja Ganesh. She moves to 44 of 47 balls. There's 2 swing and miss in the ball.
No, 45.
Good over by Monisha so far. The first one, even though it was 1 overthrow and they got back with 2 dot balls. And here's another good delivery, 1 run. So only 3 runs of the four deliveries in 17th over. That has to be effort from bowler. And they should at least 2 runs for that and comfortably do. It was nicely struck, Honey.
Good call. Good call.
Must be an over. Dot ball. This would have been interesting again, I think. Last overs to 136. Minnesota might keep 45. Point. Last 2 overs. So 2 overs to go. They have good in the dugout, and I think Minnesota missed out the plot. They need to get 60, 50. They were 90, 98, I think, in the 10th over, and then in remaining 8 overs after that, they only about, so should have been the otherwise. They should have struck harder in the final. Struck fielder. Yeah, the ball falls just in front of her. If she was 3 ahead, catch.
I think the
Batch is dead now.
Really well, good delivery. If she keeps that line and length, this could be an over of dots. Close that line, she would be able to keep the batter at that. And final 2 for me, they need to at least struck few balls. They need to 50. The dots. Single at one, went straight to the fielder. There was a field or the back single. This was a good delivery, ball to the field. The ball goes straight to the fielder and she lets it through. To the team. Pooja Ganesh is now on strike. 50, and then it was a good delivery again, very nicely ball and good call. Good call, both batters to score a bat. A very good over by Advika so far. 3 runs in balls. I think has been on the money. Was good running again. At least you could see better run between the two. They have taken a few singles which they're not taking in the initial overs, and that has helped the scorecard keep moving. They are now 40 for 1. And with that single, the scores are is 1 for 1 at the end of 19 over. So Pooja is batting on 48, 3 balls.
Six balls. She ain't gonna make it. She has the strike. She have the strike? Okay.
Looks like Afia Kazi, captain, is coming to bowl her fourth over. 3 on the top of the order in the batting play. And now she's back here to finish it off. She only given. Actually, no. Yeah. The score changed, so just going to complete that.
Number 1, Afia.
And starts off with a dot. It was a good ball, good delivery, middle and off. Pooja has the right plan in mind. She's trying to go over the bowler's head. Big gap, long on and but the area over the bowler's head is open. And the line that she's bowling full, which means you really can't go across. So that's the right end to go over the bowler's head. You'll at least get 2, if not 4. This time she tries to pull it and get a single. I think she didn't make a good contact. The ball stopped about 30 yards. Short for 49. Pooja Ganesh now on 49. She needs 1 run for a 50.
Yeah.
Popped up in the.
Say what?
She stopped. She was
Both the fielders stopped. Nobody wanted to take the catch. They just let the ball drop and then they pick it up. On the best site. Anybody could have taken that catch, but nobody went. Allow Aishani to score another single. Score has moved to 143 and Pooja Ganesh on 49 with 3 balls to score her 50. And their swing and miss. 2 balls to go again. I think Minnesota lost the plot and last they were 19 10th over and they only scored like 43 in the next 9.5. So I think they lost the moment. Push for 170. Now even 150 they won't get it. And I think 150, anything under 150, NC should chase it down. For me, it's in the range. So that's 50 runs for Pooja Ganesh. Last ball to go. But they are now at 1 a single of this delivery could make 45. 146 is a decent score. But I really Minnesota should have a lot more than especially with 9 more batters to come. Even popped up in the pause between. They pick up again. This is a ball that popped up very well bowled in 2 fielders and enough for a catch. And at the ball wrong, they pick up 2. So fielding has been slightly disappointing, I would say. Minnesota have 46. So when NC comes to bat, they only need 147 runs in 20 overs. It's a decent score. If they don't bowl as many extras as they bowled yesterday, they should be able to defend this. We'll come back and find out. There's a 10 minutes drinks break, and then we will see the North Carolina portion of batting after that.
I got 2 games on. Yeah, I already got that. You're gonna cramp up. Alright, ladies. Wait, some liquid IV.
Ladies.
It's not gonna be easy. It's easy. But it's not hard. It's achievable. 2 runs per ball. I was trying to think of over and then I messed up. 240.
క్రీమ్ తిని అలా వస్తుంది అంత కష్టంగా అది రాయిపోతే ఎందుకు ఉండదు చెప్పా ఇవాళ ఆదివారం ఏమంటే వాడు అన్నాడు నేను ఉన్నారా ప్రసాద్ గారు ఉన్నాడు
Actually kidding.
లేదులే ఓకేనా ఇంట్లో ముందు ఓకేనా వెళ్ళారా కొంచెమేనా
We need around 8 runs for over.
ఏం పడింది రాత్రి అంతా తాగాడు
Second game.
లేకపోతే పొద్దున్న ఎవరిని తీసుకెళ్ళినప్పుడు వెళ్ళి ఆడుకున్నా పొద్దున్న అంతా పర్లేదు కానీ వెళ్ళాల్సి ఉన్నప్పుడు చేయటం కష్టం. తనే కదా అదే ఇంకేంటంటే వెళ్ళాడుకు వెళ్ళాము చాక్లెట్లు మార్చి
Captain. Pick your ball.
This one's good.
You don't have your tab?
No, I don't use it.
You should. You should. The seat sinks it.
Yeah.
Batsman, ready? Batsman, ready?
When is he coming on?
Bro, Sharpie, can you quickly give me third out, please? Right now. What are you doing? What are you doing? Girl. I think knocking on wood is the only Actually, ours is not that bad. Rally, Chapel Hill. No. The name though, bro. Chapel Hill Bears. Oh, wait, and we're Rally Racers. So both work. But actually, it's
All right, welcome everyone to the second inning
where do you think we play?
of the first match between NC Atlanta combined team versus Minnesota Monarchs. Minnesota batted first. They scored 146 for 1 wicket. Pooja Ganesh got 50, scored a 50. Ritu scored 50. 146 is right on par score, I would say. And well, down there from yesterday if they want to win this game. In last games they've had in the 4 matches that they've played so far. For scorer is ready. We have Chantal who is bowling the first over for Soda team. Was very good delivery in middle off. Puts it off the ground, drags it to the fielder in mid-on area.
You have a problem with the app? Hey, app problem. App problem. It has to select players again. Right, it also continues. Batter names. Halim.
Afia was on strike.
Okay, yeah, got it.
Afia started, Halima second.
Good.
One to Afia.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, back.
Small score has been corrected. Nice delivery. It was very close to the batter. I thought must touched her, but it did touch nothing, and umpire decided to square wide. So that's have been a problem for me. They bowled 65 wides and 20 some more. So they cut down. They want. And that was nice one. That was a nice one. That ball. On the leg stump and it turned in on the middle. I don't know what umpire saw, but that's what I saw from here. And the ball low also changed this one. So tough luck for me. And a dot delivery. This was again the same kind of delivery. This one bounced a little bit more, and the batter were able to score another single. Leg side. Minnesota have to be strong with the field. I think who are not in the scoring areas. They have to block the scoring areas. Smart placement. Down as many singles as they can because Minnesota has a deep batting lineup. That because the person who comes next is going to continue at the same rate. It was very good delivery, very nicely bowled. Every dot ball is like I don't want to come with, but dot ball is very good for Minnesota team. Chantal has bowled very well so far. If she keeps that line, you don't have to go bowl the right line and length. That's all you need. Just get those dot balls in and everything else start happening. Once you have dot balls, the pressure builds up on the batter. The batter starts trying different and they make mistakes. So bowler just focus on the dot balls and let everything else just happen for you. The line for Chantal has been slightly on the leg. I think if she goes on the stump or sixth stump, she could be more dangerous and more effective. But for me, four off it, they got 3 singles and 1 wide. I'm sure they'll take that. Ritu Singh comes to bowl the second over.
Abby, put up your hand until she stops you.
Let's go, Afia!
Afia scored 40 runs yesterday. She is in a good form. The wicket would be important if they want to put break on the scoring.
Shot! Yeah!
Nice to see the 2 fielders and they get 2 runs on the first ball. Wrong with the delivery. This should have been cut down to single. Fielders took time to pick the ball and throw, which are allowing the batters to score 2. The field is 5 and 4, 5 on the offside and 4 on the leg side. So it's more done. Just a little bit more, but it's kind of a balanced field, I would say. They're trying to cover both the areas, and there's a strategy because for spin bowlers especially, the batters usually go and attack on the leg side. So this is a good, well-balanced field. That was a nice delivery on the off. The fielders put in the dive, but ball the batters single. They scored 3 runs on the first 4 balls of the new batter has come in. The fielding is coming in. Not give her a single and keep Afia off strike, and that's like the plan. So all the fielders have just stormed in, and that's right flick on the leg side. Ball of the over coming up. That was a thick edge. In the gully area. That should be the end of the over. Okay, I think they could take 1 fielder off from the deep and in the slip area. Yesterday there were quite a few catches that popped in the leg gully area and the slip area. So learning those incidents, I think Minnesota had to be smart with their fielders, a little more smart than yesterday. 2 good overs, 7 runs off. Again, it's just start. Chantal is Afia on. That's 4 runs. 6 runs. what I thought, but yeah. It was a 4 runs. It bounced and went outside. Umpire made wrong. So it's a 4 runs. Bounce off the boundary. I think they would want to keep Afia off strike as she's against more settle and came off a good inning. So if Mini wants to put a break in scoring, they have to keep her as much off strike as they can. That was a good delivery. Her favorite area in the cow corner. Long on yesterday's game, from what I saw. It's for her. Chantal is bowling her. Oh, that's why. Backside. The line has Chantal line since continuing. Have to she off, especially when there's newer batter. Everybody has a strong leg. If you try to take on the ball, so keep it simple. That's what I'm trying to do. If she keeps that line, and at some point you'll get a wicket. She maintains. So that was very good. Again, she went back to her leg side line. Tagged. Gone behind the. Good. Would have gone in that area where there's nobody. Would have gone. So the keeper have to keep the ball or keep encouraging her. That line. Two fielders get the ball. Fielders. But that I have to bowl. 7 runs of that's a good one. That's good. That is very good ball. That should be. So 7 runs off the over. 14. Short balls, the fielders are still, I think, a little bit more deeper than they should be. They need to walk in 5 steps at least. 3 dot balls in a row. Dot balls are good. I think they should just keep going. Get the overs done that require 9, and and then they can put pressure. So I think dot balls, clean overs are all good.
You're good, Hallie.
That's 4 consecutive dot balls.
Your play.
I'm sure Afia at the other end must be feeling the pressure. So when she to bat, and then in the next over, you could expect an unexpected shot from her. That's what the dot balls would do. They would put the pressure. They would make batters think. I think last game what happened is that they had bowled 20 wides, and the pressure was never on the batter. So they took their own time before they started, before they took any rest. But this is T20 game. I mean, if you get like if you get like if you get a few good overs, now the batting team have to start thinking harder, because the required run rate will continue to go um, and 3-4 good overs will push the required run rate by 1 or 2. I think that's what they want to do. At the end of 4 overs, NC team is 14 runs. She comes back to bowl her third over. She has bowled well so far. I think her line has been slightly not what it should, but length has been good. Again, I think they should just push the fielders back at our angle and attack the other end and keep her off strike as much as we can. And that's what is happening here. Halima could be out here. Oh, the throw was good. Should have been gone, but the thing is now Afia's off strike the very first ball. Now they should get all the fielders in and try to keep the score quiet. That was a good delivery. Santa is kind of bowling leg spin. I think her ball is on the leg and it's turning in. I thought she was a fast bowler, but last few balls that I've seen, they have been turning in from the leg. So it's kind of leg spin, quick. NC team is 17 for no loss, and they have changed. There's a change in bowling option in the batting power play, which might not be the best thing, because they could have waited for another over, batting power play to be done, and then introduce a new bowler.
Come on up,
So,
let's go, NC. Hey. No, right now
and starts off with a wide.
That's it, leave the wides, don't try it.
Again, I think they should have not have experimented in the batting power play. They should have stuck with the regular bowler. Ritu and Chantal were doing so good. They should have finished the first 6 overs, and then they could have had more coverage in the deep, because now NC needs at least 1 boundary and over from this point on. That was awesome delivery. Yesterday she gets another opportunity. The fielder in the gully is too deep for this speed. The speed the bowler is bowling. It should be 5 yards in, because the catch will never travel as far as they are. And those are small things. I think that has hurt NC, hurt Minnesota team. They've not been smart about using their bowlers more effectively, using the fielders more effectively. They have to understand their limitations and try to make the most out of it. There was nicely stopped by the fielder at short square leg. If she's missed that one, it would at least been 2 runs, if not a 4. So at least 1 run saved there. It's 2 wides and a single so far.
No, but then I like
Oh, another wide.
Let's go, Ali!
At this level of competition, there should be a limit on number of wides a bowler can bowl in over. I would.
Went to like 8, and then it went to like 7, to 5, and then came to 4.
That was very good delivery. Very good delivery. I think you just keep it simple. The bowlers should not be trying too much. The fielders have come in. I think they want to keep Halima on strike
Okay, do you have an extra mask?
and get this over out of the way.
No, use it. Can I have a water?
Once again, this should not have been a single. The bowler burst to the fielder's legs and allowed. So at least 4 runs have been scored so far on misfits, 4 to 5 runs. Not having lost a wicket, I would still think that NC team has an upper hand in the game. They would be able to launch and strike at some point. That went straight to the fielder in the cover, who fielded very cleanly and threw it back to the bowler, not allowing a run. Every dot ball, I think, is a welcome for the Minnesota team, and NC would take all the wides. This was good running between the wicket. Both the batters made the call very quickly, and Afia took single on the last ball, so she keeps the strike back, which I think is a good thing. So that is end of the batting power play. 6 runs of the last over. Not too bad. We had 3 wides, but that's it. Other than that, they got 3 singles. So I think we're going to have a new bowler coming from the other end. Shravan. I'll give the name as soon as I know who the person is.
Wait, where's Pavana? Where's Miss Pavana, bro? She needs to keep you in line right now.
It's a big wide.
I have a car.
So it's a S. Chavakula. She starts off with a big wide on the offside. Yesterday Minnesota bowled 65 plus wides, and it's piling up even in this game. I think they're close to 10 right now in 7th over. That could be second one, and it is.
Let's go, Afia! Well watch!
Take your time, just stop.
Please don't say that again.
Just think what it is.
Have you not seen kangaroos before? You guys not go to zoo? So cute.
So again, to start off with the 2 wides. This could be a legal. They know it's wide too. There's 3 consecutive wides. So all the pressure that the bowlers put in the first 5 overs suddenly has been let go in the last 2 overs because of the extras. 6 extras have already been bowled, 3 in the last over and 3 at the start of this over without a single legal delivery being bowled. And
Stop. Okay. Overthrow. Who's backing up?
it was a good delivery, single, face off strike. Bowler has went on to bowl over the stumps. She's bowling around. Oh no, another wide.
Use your arms.
So So 4 wides out of 5 balls that she has bowled so far. Only one legal delivery bowled.
And then my elbow. I saw it on Vinyl video. Yeah, I think we all just have like that side. Mine is like inside. This is literally black. I know it's albino bunny bear. No, coach does that. No, they're not sure, but it is. Let's go, Howie! Let's go!
Good morning to you.
At this point, this is loss of momentum for Minnesota. They've bowled 5 consecutive wides so far.
I don't know what she's trying to do. What is she doing?
full toss on the leg. Last over has been quite adventurous for Minnesota team.
Switch. Ball change.
They changed the bowler. The new bowler came. She bowled a wide, a couple of bad deliveries too. So I think about 21 plus runs in that over, and that has completely shifted momentum in favor of NC team. NC team now are, I would say, on the driver's seat. They're 43 in 8th over with all 10 wickets in hand. That is
What?
it's a single.
Backing up.
Removed it.
Girl, uncle.
Watch the batter. You change for the batter. Come on. Shavanti in.
I would say a good over
For
so
the batter
far.
change.
There has been 3 singles, no wides. So that's a very good sign for Minnesota. They need to come back with a few overs where no free runs. Let them score off the bat. If they can have a few overs with minimal or no free runs, I think Minnesota will be back in the game. But right now,
No. Stay in.
NC team is looking strong.
Give it a single. Give it away.
It's last ball of the over. I think fielding is spreading out to give her a single, so he comes back on the. Oh no, that's wide.
Keep it simple.
What are we at?
So we have Afia who's batting on 26 from 24 deliveries, and we have Halima who is 6 of 21 and the wide. She bowled 5 good balls, and then she came back to bowl 2 consecutive wides.
That's
Nice
all you
one.
have to do. Just keep the ball on the stump.
Another dot ball.
How many overs?
8 overs.
Huh? 8?
8.
It's not that simple, man. Pressure. Girls on the pressure, boy.
So 5 runs off that over. It would have been much better if she had not bowled those 2 wides, but still 5 is good considering what happened in the over before that. Minnesota have to come back, have to push that required run rate. They have limited bowling options, and Minnesota will come and attack. NC team will come and attack because they have all 10 wickets in hand. So 12 more overs to go. There's an unofficial drink break in over number 8. The official drink break is in 10th over.
I think we have to go puja. We'll wait until after the break though. So we change and have Aisha and tea. Feeling Shahid, right there.
There was a good delivery, well struck very firmly through the fielder, and there's good backup by another fielder from the deep, avoiding that single. So start the over off with a dot ball. This could be a bad delivery. The fielder in the deep should only give them one.
Okay.
That's Ayushi Singh.
Get it in.
Field change, in. Watch your batter. Make change quickly.
Come on, Halima. This is 9 for one.
Game pressure. That's good. Just keep it. Oh, come on, umpire.
That looked like a good delivery.
That's the
I
wide,
could see
baby.
the wide line
I think so. I think
outside.
it was inside the white line.
Outside.
Your eyes better than mine. And I'm standing straight back and behind it.
It's a wide.
What I saw from here, I could see the wide line outside the. I thought it was legal delivery, but umpire decided quite wide. I would say there was a tough call on the bowler.
You're good, Hallie.
Field change, quickly. Field change.
So dot, a single, a wide, and a single.
Okay, that's good. That's
A
good.
decent over
That's
so
good. That's
far.
good.
Very decent over so far. I think they can cut down the boundaries, cut down on the wides. That's all they need to do in the next few overs. And Minnesota still have a decent chance to come back in this game. They haven't picked a wicket, but they have.
98 and 69.
And that's a wide.
Okay,
It's
Trigger.
definitely a wide.
Let it go. Just breathe deeply, concentrate.
Let's go. Come on, guys. Come on, Afia.
That's 50 for the Minnesota for the North Carolina team. And
Good, leave the wide.
50 up, guys. 50 up.
50 up.
they have bowled 16. They bowled 16 extras so far. So 16 wides
Let's
have
go,
been bowled
GB.
in the first eight some overs. That's a good delivery. Tight on the wide line. I think umpires is a little bit tight on that. I think both wides that the umpire gave to me were questionable. Were on the boundary line, I would say, and
that
could have gone either
outside.
way.
The first one was in. That one was outside. The next one was in. That's it.
That's nicely punched. in
Okay,
the
no
covers
back up.
area.
No back up.
Hey, Hallie.
It was single. So very nice batting by Minnesota team.
Field change. Come on.
They've quietly taken 7 runs in this over. 3 wides and
Not yet.
4 wides and 3 singles in the over so far.
I think we have to go. But we want to wait until after the break.
This
Keep it
is
this
the
way.
last ball of the over.
Nice and easy.
That's a catch taken.
That could be a blessing. That could be a save. That could be a blessing. and that could
Finally,
be a-
Minnesota
because the other
picks
batter
up
might
their
come
first
in
wicket.
better batter. That's the problem. What a
Lima went for a pull. It went straight to the fielder. It was going on the fielder's head, but the fielders stepped back a couple of steps and was able to hold it cleanly. I'm trying to find the fielder's name.
Good batting, Halima.
Halima scored 7 of 24 balls.
Good batting, bro.
And Jivitha Gunasekharan picks the first wicket for Minnesota team.
Good position, guys.
I think they have to be 12. Yeah. 12 is the minimum. They got almost 40. Yeah, we got
We have Advika Ganpati who's coming in to bat in place of Halima Vikar.
She has 2 names.
Her name is Shani. But her birth paper name is Chantal. But they got her name that everybody know her as is Shani.
Oh. She bowls right and bats left. Bowls left and bats right. Is that?
Yeah. Like Shani.
Yeah.
bumping into my glasses. Like, what am I calling you? Am I calling you?
Another wide.
Stop being an idiot.
So 5 wides in the over so far. The new batter should be actually attacked with Yorkers and the wides to pile up for Minnesota teams. That's a 6 wide in the over.
Ball wide of the stumps and angle in.
It's a much better delivery, delivery. They just have to get their overs done. The wides have hurt Minnesota. They have 20 some wides already bowled in the 8 overs. So at this rate, 40 some runs. Yeah, exactly 20 wides bowled so far in 9 overs. So at this rate, let's say they bowled 45 wides in 20 overs. So then Minnesota only needs, NC only needs to score 100 runs off the bat. We'll see how that goes. I'm sure they'll have to bring some more new bowlers, experiment a little more with bowling. It's okay for batswomen to score the runs, through hitting. But when a team gives so many extras, so many wides, it just reflects negatively. That's a very good delivery, awesome bowling. That's what we need. We need more balls of that kind to put pressure on the other team. The team Minnesota have to figure out their bowling options, and then use it more effectively. This is their 5th game.
Look to back up, Shavanti. Look to back up.
Good,
Look, wait.
Good shot in the covers area, fielded by Avish Singh.
Be alert to back up.
They couldn't stop a single from scoring, but that brings the new batter on the strike. And Sujna, who's bowling her first over, should put pressure on the batter. Fielding can move in a little bit more because new batter on the strike.
19 off 30.
You want a game?
I think the point and the gully, both fielders are a little bit more behind than where they should
Are you
be.
looking for a umpire?
You
I
got
can
this.
give it a job.
Yeah.
Okay, you got
They're
it.
gonna pay me $200.
Oh my God, 200. I can't afford that.
I'm just
Sujna has bowled really well so far.
you got to
All 3 balls were on the money,
because those boys,
and it is just surprising that she can't bowl this late.
they'll be like,
She should have came to bowl
that's why I'm happy.
as first change, and I think I spoke too early, and there comes the wide. What I've seen in last few games from Minnesota, the bowlers are able to bowl 3 to 4 good balls, but then the 5th and 6th balls is what they have struggled to get through cleanly, and
Yes,
it's a beautiful delivery, very nicely
Silent!
bowled, and
Back up!
even better fielded by Chantel. The fielding has to become a little more aggressive. They have to charge on the batters a little more, make them think. A good over so far. Only 1 wide and 3 dots in the over, and so 2 runs off the over so far for the first 4 balls. They need a few quiet overs to push that run rate, to push that required run rate to 10 and more. And another wide. I'm not sure if somebody's talking to the bowler, but I think the keeper and the gully, they should be fielder in the slip, and they should continue talking to the bowler, get in the bowler's head the line that they have to bowl. Sometimes you don't talk to the bowler, that could have been a catch. The fielder refused to put her hand in between, and let the ball go to the fielder behind her. That should have been out. So anyway, there's another dot. Firmly struck by Advika. That should get them. That's good call. That's good call. Afia said no because if the throw was good, Afia could have been run out. So that's a good over. Only 3 runs in the over.
That's 10.
Which is 4 runs in the over. So the 10 runs have gone. Score is 59 for 1.
Collide. 10 over break?
They need 88 runs in 10 overs.
I don't know that.
So
There's no break? They did when we were.
don't know that.
They did before.
Oh,
They did when they were batting.
okay.
When they were fielding.
She says to follow her. If I get her run out, then she's not gonna let me.
Why they ain't taking the break?
Oh, what I should
10, maybe they don't notice 10 overs. And Charles, maybe they don't know it's 10 overs. The umpire.
Umpire, 10 overs, 10 overs. You did before. What? You got to go to break, eh? Don't want to the time?
8 over, they had a break, Charles. It's already 12:55. One we are supposed to finish.
Maheen, right? What did she say?
We have to start the next game by 2.
Yeah, both.
Now it's
I
gonna.
missed it. She's like, that's what
We have flights to catch. We can't delay it.
What time they leading?
Who?
We choose ball how many? This is the third?
Third, yeah.
Catch.
Oh, that went straight to the fielder who puts
Get
it
quickly.
down. And Advika gets second life in like 4 balls.
Watch the fielder! As we swing through.
The NC team needs about 8.5 runs an over, which means they need 1 boundary every over. If Minnesota can stop their boundary from
Good
coming,
ball, good ball. Excellent
that's
ball.
what would do. That's what would help them. So they have to cut down the boundaries. They have to think where the force might go. Stop those boundaries from coming, and that would push the run rate up. So right now they only have 2 fielders, 3 fielders actually outside 30 yards.
Good ball, good ball. Bowling.
This is third over for Ritu.
Huh? This guy is MCA and the other guy is MTPC. Good ball. Excellent bowling.
She's getting the ball to turn in from the off stump to inside in. I think she's
We can't bowl her out, but we gotta keep something.
Hold. Okay. She's out.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
He didn't drop the bat.
She didn't slide in.
all right. A lot of excitement happening there. I think that was a close call, and umpire decided to give a decision in favor of the batter. That was a good over. Only 2 runs off that over. On the first and last ball, Ritu was able to pull in 4 dot balls. Umpire says 1 more ball to go. So 2 runs off the over so far. A good over. A good demonstration of off spin. And another one. Array. That ball cut in.
What this guy doing? The ball came in.
I did.
Huh?
They didn't take the 10 over break for you all. Like, we thought it was getting a 10 over break. They're going to take the water break now?
No, we're not taking any because we're running late.
I think they're running by time. They gotta start the game by 2 o'clock.
No, we had a break at 10.
Okay, we're gonna
They
skip
had a
the
break at
Yeah,
8.
don't worry about it.
Oh.
We're gonna skip it anyway.
All right, so that over gave 3 runs, 2 singles and a wide. The umpire from this end has been tough on the bowlers. From the commentators' view, there were at least 3 or 4 deliveries in last few overs that were kind of borderline, and they all went against the bowler. So in 11 overs, score is 62. And another wide.
Can't leave any balls. Try to play the ball and get runs. Stop, touch the stumps. Run hard, go. Just run hard, go.
Yes!
It's a strong throw by Avishi. One bounce to the bowler, but not correct field lead. This could have been interesting, but Afia gets 2 runs. It was nicely hit in the extra cover region. Good over so far, only 2 wides. 6 runs of 4 balls.
Run hard again.
It should be just 1. One ball to go, 7 runs in the over so far. Score is 69 of 1. 69 for 1.
Oh, she's behind. Mom! I was looking for you. Yeah, let's go. Run that, yes!
Another single, so 8 runs off that over. The NC team needs about 8.5 runs an over, so that was right
Every ball we go is pressure.
on par.
And we don't have the pressure.
They need a couple more overs that are quite, push the run rate to 10. The NC team are
70.
70 for 1 in 12 overs.
You
So
are?
they have 8 more overs to go.
Would you want Shravanti to come out?
No.
I just didn't know who was coming up.
So 77 run required. 77 scored a run.
Charlie. Charlie. You got to have a strong leg strength.
Yeah, that's why I pointed to her.
So 70
Pooja,
actually
Vitu.
77 runs required in 8 overs.
you two guys are holding hands.
So-
Come on.
It's close to 8.5 runs an over. They have a
Wide mid wicket. Ritu.
Need some Ockies?
Nadia.
Wait, who said that? Who said Ockies? Oh, was it you?
Sujna has bowled good and she only gave 12 runs in 2
Keep
overs.
it going, keep it going.
In spite of 6-7 wides that she bowled, she still kept it tight. She only gave 12 runs in 2 overs that she bowled. Jivita comes back into attack.
Just can't stop on the wide. They bowl okay. As soon as you start bowling wide, it's like they triple up.
She has bowled good. She still has 2 more overs to go.
Just keep it up.
She starts off with 2 dot balls. Actually, not 2 dot. They start off with a.
Thanks, wicket.
Yes, start off with 2 dot balls, and this was a poor delivery.
Good stop.
Well fielded by Chantel. She puts her hands in. The ball was racing away for at least 2, but she keeps it to 1. And with that, Afia comes on strike. Afia is 34 of 38 balls.
Wide.
See the
Boundary,
wicket that
boundary, all the way,
and
all the
see
way.
that
You give it a
Minnesota team
single,
would
it's
be
okay.
looking for.
All the way to the line,
As long as she is there, she can turn the game in NC's favor at any given time. They have pushed the deep fielders on the leg side. They have a deep square leg. They have a cow corner, deep cow corner. They have a long on and long off. So they're challenging Afia to go on the offside, basically. Oh, that's wide. Kind of field that you have, you need to go wicket to wicket.
Money, hurry up. Oh, run.
That's a very good delivery, awesome delivery.
Single. Oh, come on, Nadia. Just make it a single. Watch the ball.
That should
Just
have been,
easy.
That should
Just
have been
make
just
it
1
easy.
run. But the fielder completely misjudges the ball, lets the ball go through, and then she chases it back to pick it up.
It's always a single. Just let it go. Just
That's
okay.
just
Just
1
take your
run.
time.
So there's 2 runs off that delivery. It was not a bad delivery at all. Should have been kept to 1. Nice one,
That's
nice
it.
delivery, very nice delivery. Oh, I don't know what umpire is thinking, but that was very close to the wide line.
Have I not seen it right or what? Huh? It's wide? No, not to me. I've seen the line straight out here. I can see the line of the ball is inside.
Umpires have been hard on the bowlers, especially in the last few overs.
I must have a parallax. Something.
Team Minnesota is struggling with bowling a little bit, and umpires are not helping. They're making it more difficult by making.
That's why. I can see that. Gosh, as soon as we start, we can't stop with 1 wide. We have to bowl 2, 3 in a row. What's the matter? Come on, guys.
It's a pattern. It's a pattern. What are you gonna do?
It's a pain. That's what it is. A pain.
Straight catch put down. Catch put down, a run out missed, everything happening.
That
You
would
know,
have been an excellent.
simple
that's the
catch,
wicket we wanted.
straightforward.
We get that wicket in the game.
After
so-
dropping the catch, the batter was halfway in the crease. A good throw would have got Afia short of run out. So 2 opportunities missed in 1 ball.
Go like a crab.
and that's been story of the Minnesota team.
Where it is, buddy. It's cricket for you. Girls, boys, it's cricket.
Come on, let's be
All
good.
the
You got
professionals
this.
of them too. Not easy. Still tight.
All right, it's the end of the adventure is over.
I was watching the game. I was umpiring the game with friends and strikers, right?
So 7 runs off that over.
There's a little kid that pay for youths.
Jay Gunasekharan bowled decent over. She got 3 wides. Created one awesome opportunity.
Okay, yeah.
Son.
And
The kid have 2 wickets.
Good over, good
Listen,
over.
listen.
guys, I'm commentating. It's all going in live.
You got to edit.
All right, so we are back in the game. We had a short break. Pooja Ganesh comes to bowl. She scored 50. Uh,
That's a 4. Shut up, Mira! That's a 4, right? Surely that's 4.
Half.
Don't lie.
Gotta stop that. We two should be out there.
Stop, I'm gonna die.
Pichu!
Why didn't you just tell me? Shut up, Mia! Keep it up! For that one boundary.
she's not getting it. She's not getting your, I think, message.
I'm actually so jealous of that.
My brother doesn't. He has terrible skin too. He's so much acne.
scorecard on screen is not up to date. It says 77 for 1. There has been 4 on the first delivery, a single, another single, and a dot. So 6 runs have been scored so far of the first 4 balls of the bowling of Pooja Ganesh. And she goes straight. That should be fielded. There should be only 1 run. Again, a little bit juggle in the field. Allowed the batter to come back for 2. That makes it 8 runs so far in the over. This is the end of the over, seems like. So 8 runs in the over. North Carolina has been scoring 8 runs and over. They just need 1 over with like 13-14 runs, and that's it. They'll be back in the game. When they are in the game, of course, but then they will be below the required run rate.
Yes, he is. He's a fist ball. But he's like this all bro.
85 scores 85 for 1 in 14 overs. 62 runs required in 6 overs, 9 wickets in hand. Required run rate is now 10 runs and over. Jeevitha Gunasekaran comes to bowl her last over. She's bowled well so far. She created opportunity last over where Afia was dropped in the mid-on area. And another one, the fielder doesn't go for the catch, just wait for the ball to drop and picks it up. That could have been a catch if the fielder kept moving and kept running to the catch. So that gives another single for the North Carolina team. Good delivery. Minnesota has bowled 28 wides so far in 14 overs. There's 2 wides every over. Pooja Ganesh has been moved to field in the mid-on area. I think they're anticipating a catch. That's where the catch was dropped in the previous over. So. That goes away for 4. The fielder is not on the boundary. The fielder is at about 50 yards. And I think if the fielder was on the boundary, they could easily cut it off. Yes.
You have to keep going. You can't stop.
That's 50 runs for Afia Kazdi, very well batted. She scored 40+ runs in the last game, 50 runs in this game. She has kept those runs coming, and as long as she's there, this game is definitely in NC's hand. The team Minnesota don't have many bowling options, so you have to just wait there, wait for the bad balls, just put them away and keep it going. So last 6 overs to go, including this one. The score is 93. That was an edged Dropped by the keeper, straightforward catch dropped by the keeper.
Afia! Out in front to you.
Ashani Goswami is keeping. That should have been taken. There was a straightforward catch. That may be a no ball. Based on the grass.
Concentrate. Thank you.
Minnesota is not, teams not helping.
Ball didn't drop on the pitch.
That was such deep. You got a problem.
Ball hit the grass. Free hit. Come on.
She's in the fourth over, and this and a wide, and the wide. So wide and the wide. So no ball on the wide. So it's still a free hit. She's stumped, but it was a free hit. So
Stumping. What didn't happen a while ago?
she was stumped, but it's no ball, it's free hit. So it can't be stumped.
Oh, not sure. He can be run out.
So nothing going right for Minnesota right now. They've dropped quite a few catches, and one stumping that they get is on a free hit. So it's no go.
Their own team members gave up on
That's the end of the over. 95 runs on board.
Afia, you have to keep
They
going.
got 10 runs. They got 10 runs in that over. Exactly what they needed. So they have been keeping that run rate. They haven't let it go up in last few overs. They've scored 9-10, 9-10 every over. Minnesota have to keep things tight in last 5 overs. They need 52 runs to win. They need to cut down on the extras, try to hold on to the catches and just do the basics right, and they could register their first win in the women's pathway.
Touch that video.
Another catch, another ball popped up. There was a difficult one. The fielder got to it, but it just popped out of her hand.
Change field. Ritu, set up.
At this point, I think if they can cut down on the boundaries, they have a game on.
Let's go, Afia!
The NC team needs at least one boundary and over. Singles will not help them. But of course, 6 singles and 4 wides. It's still 10 runs. That's the first wide of the over. The game is heading to an exciting finish. The NC team have the batting lineup. They have 9 wickets in hand.
Good. Ball is head. Back it up.
She dropped the ball. She in long time.
It was a disaster of a situation there. There should have been a run out there. There should be only 1 run. The fielder took a long time to throw the ball. The ball finally came in, and it was not collected cleanly. And two more runs.
Run hard again.
So again, same thing.
Go. No.
The coach is forcing, I think, the batter to get run out. He's asking her to go for 2, which is not there. Luckily, they decide not to. I think they want Afia to have as much strike as she can in these overs. They've got they got 5 runs so far and a dot. Any dot is great. Score is 99 for 1. That should have been just one. Again, poor fielding, very poor fielding. That lets the ball go through the fielder and let them score a double instead of a single. So again, the fielding has been very disappointing for Minnesota. This was again a single. In this over, there were at least 2 shots that should have been single. They've got 2 on it. That's good bowling. She ends up with a dot. Scoring seems to be a little bit incorrect, I think.
With water, man. What they doing?
It was so pressurizing, but it was so much.
Charlie, them kids want water. Why you guys standing here?
Maybe 5 కట్ట ఎందుకంటే మీది 9 మాది ఆల్మోస్ట్ 2 o'clock అనుకుంటారు కదా మరి చూద్దాం అంటే ప్రస్తుతానికి ఐడియా కోసం చెప్తున్నాను. సో రాత్రి కూర్చొని వీళ్ళు ఎలా ప్లాన్ చేస్తారు నాకు తెలిసి మిగిలిన వాళ్ళందరూ 2 o'clock బయటే ఉంది డిపార్చర్. నేను ఐ విల్ కీప్ యూ పోస్టెడ్ ఆన్ ద ఫుడ్ స్టేటస్. What happened, man? Huh?
Hello. Got it fixed. Hello, fixed there. I saw it. I told him.
I got it fixed. I saw it. So there's a small correction scorecard. A dot was a single was missed. So we've corrected that. Score is 102 now. So last 4 overs to go. 45 runs to win. So the run rate has gone up to 11 runs an over now. 4 overs, 45 runs to win. They have to just cut down the extras and everything else will happen on its own.
Better to stay on the line, let the ball continue. We give it a single out.
There was a good delivery by Chantal.
Run for whatever you can. Smack that ball.
On the wide,
Reset.
Did you
No
see
two
that?
wides in a row. Reset. Deep breath.
did
What do you mean, y'all? Don't look at me. What side?
Team Minnesota have to bring back their focus in the last 4 overs. I think they have an upper hand right now with 11 runs needed. Of course, NC have 9 wickets in hand. They will go off late. And
Back it up.
Advika! Push for the two!
one thing that they have not done is
Push.
that
Good job,
they have
Advi.
not plugged in that square leg, deep square leg, which is
Don't take rest,
main
but
scoring area
push!
for many batters. I think they are pushing it now. The deep square leg is an area that most of batters fancy.
That's 5. Wait.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah. Into. Square leg kick. Okay, boundary.
Pressure situation here. That was very smart move. They have put the square leg fielder in the deep, because if boundary is going to be hit, it's going to be most likely in that area. I've seen many times in the game that when batsman is searching for a boundary and they don't get anything, they target that area. They just move across and try to pull it. So plugging that gap was important. Meantime, there was good delivery by Chantel. The ball goes through the fielder's hands. A misfield by the fielder that allows the batter to get two. This is exactly the thing that should not be happening for Minnesota. This was a straightforward field. The ball is rolling to the fielder and it goes through the legs. And the batter run for a two. A good over so far. There was a good ball that should have only been a single. That puts Afia back on strike.
But they kept it overthrow it. Oh, that's
Was the first ball 4 run? You put 4 here. Go tell him. Was it 1 or what it was?
There was no 4 in this over.
What happened on the first ball?
Keep going, Advika.
First ball was a single.
Go in, Advi.
Scorer!
Yes, keep swinging. Keep going. Advi, go in. Stop it. Yeah, go on.
He scored on the 4 run is for the first. This guy a bit lying, he probably got 4. There was no 4 hit out there. It's over.
I'm thinking the screen probably is gone black,
No.
not darker. Because 0 and 1 and 4 may be on the same column.
Okay.
Keep hitting, Advika.
Jana, I told you to stay. Call.
Back it up. Back it up.
No.
Aishi, go. Pooja, you stay.
I'm going to disbar you from the parent group from the institute. Okay?
Advika, you got it! Come on, you got
Okay,
it!
let's go.
Push.
How many runs came off?
3 more to go.
How much runs come off this score?
I'm like, where the ball come from? I don't know.
Around 8, 7, 8.
I had to step away to fix the score. There's an incorrect boundary record on the first ball. So we corrected that. The score now is 110 runs.
Avia, come on!
Last 3 overs to go.
Let's go!
8 runs of the over. They needed 10. They only got 8. So that's good. Now for For North Carolina, 37 runs needed in 3 overs.
How
Again,
many?
37 in 3 overs. They have the batting lineup. They can cut down on the boundaries. They have this going.
One!
NC team will strike. They will go hard on. Both the batters are set. We have Afia who's batting on 57 or 58 deliveries. We have Advika who's batting on 11 of 21 deliveries. Both batters have been here for some time. They would want to go hard on the bowlers, score as much as they can. And this was nicely struck. This should at least be 2 runs. Yeah, a good throw would have been interesting, but again the deep square leg.
Stay. 30, 35.
Come on, Advi, keep it up.
Go for it, Advi.
Like if you're like sliding if your bat was in already.
The batting.
3 runs of 2 balls so far. And a wide. Again, they just need 1 good over. NC needs 1 strong over to bring the run rate back under 10. And they've got 4 runs so far and another wide. So they've got actually 5 runs of 2 balls so far. 2 wides, a double and a single. So the wides have been piling up.
Keep batting. Come on, keep pushing.
But I got 3 wickets at
Pooja Ganesh comes. That was a much better delivery and it falls right in front of the fielder. That ball looped over the gully area. The fielders in the gully and the point are deeper than where they should be. I mean, they should be around at 15 yards. They're at 25, and I think that's what is happening. Is that the many catches are popped up in the area. It just fell in front of them. They're not walking in either. So it's an area that coach has to discuss with the team. They need to learn from the mistakes. Another good delivery, very good delivery, and another dot ball. That's good. That's good comeback from Pooja. She bowled 2 wides, but then she came back with 2 dot balls. Dot balls are like gold dust at this point. It will keep Minnesota at strong position every time they get a dot. And this was smart bowling. It was. It was slow, it was outside off, and she tried to punch it and made no contact. So 3 dot balls in 17th over, actually 18th over. So that's very good for Minnesota team. And another one defended. This ball she should have just moved across and pulled on the leg side. Minnesota have no coverage on the leg side. Just to give you a view of field position. They have no deep square leg. They have nobody on the leg side. So anything that they are getting short, they can move across and pull in that area. And boundary also is quite short in that area. So I think NC has missed the plot in this over. They had opportunities. This is over that they should have, try to get some runs and get the required run rate low. Now they have made things difficult for them a little bit, because now they need 33 runs in 2 overs. Now Afi has had to stick at least 2-3 boundaries an over. So you get the first one. Oh, that. Okay. So here they have given 1 run to Afia. Afia is off strike. And I think that's something that I think Afia should take a little more charge of the game, keep more strike. Because she cannot take a single of the first ball and then let the balls have popped up. So two singles in 2 balls. I'm sure Minnesota will not mind that. Afia is back on strike.
Smack it off, yeah! Come on, Afia, you go!
He's 58 or 59 balls. Ooh, that was a sharp turn in. Again, as I mentioned earlier, the pitch is very bouncy, so you can see what happened on this ball is that the ball pitched outside off and sharply turned into the batter who defended it. So there's a dot ball for Minnesota. They have one more over from Pooja Ganesh, and most likely she'll come for the last over.
So like you can hit a
Another one. Will that be taken? Oh no.
like you can hit a
Again, this was the ball just dogged from the fielder. The fielder made no attempt to catch it.
8 balls, 30 runs. 29 runs.
So 29 runs required in 8 balls. Another beautiful delivery. Pitch outside off. Comes in. As you can see, Ritu is pushing her fielders back. She wants to let Advika have a single. I think they want to keep Afia off strike as much as they can. And it's a dot ball. It's a good delivery. So that's a good over. Only 3 runs in the over given. And
29, 28, 29 in 1 over.
Just go for Sophia!
so 29 runs required in 1 over. 6 boundaries won't help them. They need a few sixes at least. And Afia have to just keep strike, I think, and just go after it. And Pooja Ganesh comes in to bowl the last over. 29 runs to win. And starts off with a wide. It's 28
So
needed.
this is streaming, huh?
This is string right here.
Okay, this one clicking. Shall we click the photos?
I think Charles is okay. Yeah, just you can use the click. All right, so 28 runs needed in the final over. Should be just a single. And that should be called a forced run out. There was never 2 runs there. So I think Advika ran for it. And Afia keeps strike. Advika gets run out. 4 balls to go and 27 runs needed.
Alyssa! Lefty, me too, lefty. Oh, she has the right hand gloves on.
Good batting, Advi. Good batting.
So 5 balls, 27 runs to win. We have Alyssa who is coming to strike, coming to bat. Afia keeps a strike. Let's pop up high in the air. The fielder comes near the ball, lets the ball drop, and then picks it up.
4 balls.
The fielders don't want to put their hand on the ball, it seems like.
Reset, Eliza, reset!
4 balls, 26 runs to win. Minnesota should be able to win this game from this position.
No, then you go, no ball.
There's new batter on crease.
They'll weigh the same thing.
have to be this side, right?
It's a left-handed batter.
Batsman. The bowler on the same side.
Yeah, same figure. Maybe she is going around. For that thing.
He's going between
Diagonal?
Yeah,
He's going between the
going in front of that.
It's popped up in the air. There's a collision between the fielders. And again, a catch. It has been a catch. Maybe the board didn't make a call. And luckily no injuries there, but that will also go again as another drop chance. I think one of the fielders got comfortably under the ball, but the other one just pushed into her. And that popped up, and again same thing happened what happened in the previous ball. The fielder is going for the catch, other one just comes and collides in the fielder. So everything happening in the last over. They've got double and a single last two balls. They just have to get this done and win the match. They need a lot of runs. They need a lot of runs to in last two balls, more than 20 runs. 23 to be exact. And a wide. That's okay. 22 runs required last two. Last ball of the innings. Minnesota should win this comfortably.
Yara photo the video, camera to.
Touch the video. Make sure the video is going.
They're out. I think the leg umpire wants to give it an out. So he does. So she was trying for some scoop shot, and in end up she scooped it directly to the keeper. Pooja picks up another wicket. And Minnesota have won their first game in the women's pathway. They've lost 4 in a row. They've come back to win the 5th one with a decent margin. They won by 20 some runs. So Minnesota wins this game by 19 runs. We have another T20 that will be after this in about starting in about 20 minutes. We have lunch break and the next game will start. So we'll see you again for the live.
He's going to do the next time, okay? No,
We'll
next
see you
we
again
will.
in about 20 minutes to watch live the next
You
match.
are the one who is